The Harley Davidson Lowrider S. Excuse me. The Dyna's predecessor, man, I'll tell you, I love the bike. God, it looks so good. But this bike might not be for everybody, okay? There's a few things, I made a list, right? There's a few things that might turn people away from wanting to buy a Harley Davidson Lowrider S, okay? It is almost a perfect bike. There's a few flaws and there's a few things that people might not like about it. Alrighty. It's 2024. This thing identifies as a bicycle. If you don't know, because we're doing that nowadays. Boy, she's peppy this morning. It's a really nice cold air right now, so the bike feels a little bit more responsive than it does in the middle of the fucking heat. But okay. Alright. Number one, the Lowrider S, straight off the factory floor, is a bare bones motorcycle. Absolutely nothing comes with this bike except an engine, transmission, and 2 fucking wheels, okay? There isn't even a place to put your wallet, and I'm not even fucking kidding with you. The very first thing I bought was this San Diego Customs bar bag. It's really not that big of a deal, but what you need to understand is this bike is not set up for you to do anything but drive it off the showroom floor, okay? Now, this might not seem like, why are you bringing this up? Well, everything you do to this bike, you should be able to do yourself, because the labor costs, especially nowadays, are just going to rack up. Now, I'm not saying do a whole fucking engine swap on the damn thing, but you should be able to work on your bike, add the customized parts, and learn if you're gonna get the Lowrider S, because this bike is gonna require, you know, to build it to how you want. It's definitely something that you should be wanting to do, all right? And that's kind of where I'm going with this specific section is, if you're not looking to build a bike from basically nothing to wherever you want it, the Lowrider S probably isn't for you. You're gonna buy this bike, you're gonna spend money on custom parts, and the last thing you're gonna wanna do is also pay somebody to install those for you. That shit adds up quick, I'm telling you, okay? It's not worth what they're charging, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I'm being straight up. I got this one for $21,500 off the showroom floor. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. V-twin engine, no technology, none. I don't even have ABS on this bike. Where do you come up with that price? Now, I love the Lowrider. I knew what I wanted to do to the Lowrider. I knew I wanted to build a bike to my liking, so that negated some of the cost, but it makes 100 horsepower. Stock, factory, stock pipes, everything. All right. $21,500, a little expensive, but we're going to get into the price aspect in a little bit. If not having to basically redo the bike to your liking is something that you're not interested in, Lowrider S is not for you. I'm telling you, you're going to love it for a little bit, and then you're going to be like, damn, I want to do things to it. So just keep that in mind. But personally, I love working on my motorcycle. I love building it. I love making it mine. Okay, so first little subject, I just want to make sure I reiterate that a lot. All right, funds. All right, so I just said that the bike is $21,500 for me out the factory. They're actually asking for more as of the dropping of this video. A little crazy. But not only the price of the motorcycle, the price of aftermarket. All right, let's start with my Stealth exhaust. All right, they're all roughly in the same realm price range, okay? If you're doing a 2-to-1 performance pipe, you are looking at $1,000, no less, okay? I mean, there might be one out there for 700, but you're still pretty fucking close to 1,000 after tax, title, and taxes. And you're way over that when you start looking at the fact that you have to tune it. You have to tune a Harley Davidson after you put on pipes. Your bike will run too lean and you can damage your engine severely. You have to, okay? If you go my route, you get a dyno tuned. To get your VIN number unlocked, it's $750 for the tune. After you get that VIN number unlocked, you can do as many tunes as you want for like $300 after that. But these are the prices, guys. These are the prices. The pipe for me was like $12.50, plus I got it polished, and the tune. So you're looking at $2,000 right there, just for a loud exhaust and a little bit more power. All right. So don't go out buying this bike wanting to build it if you don't make not only extra money, but fuck you money as well. Because these things are fucking money pits, dude, because you're gonna want pipes. You're gonna want risers. Why haven't I done risers yet? We'll talk about that in a second. But you're gonna want things, and it's just going to burn a fucking hole in your pocket. So make sure. The fucking Saddleman seat I got from Born Scum, you know, I got a custom done a little bit, $800. You see what I'm saying? It adds up quick. So even their stock Saddleman seats are like $500. So I mean, keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. You know, and I don't have risers because well, originally I was gonna have somebody do it, but I've gotten quotes and they're all over $1,000, and that's with me bringing in the parts. So their labor is about $1,000, over $1,000 actually. I've been quoted by multiple people, including Harley Davidson themselves and local shops, and we are looking at over $1,000 for them to install it for me. That's with me bringing in the risers and the cable extensions. So again, one of those things that I was just talking about a little bit ago, make sure you're willing to work on it yourself, okay? Because the fucking prices of labor is going to eat you alive in comparison to just buying the parts and doing it yourself. So I feel like when people think Harley Davidson, they think road trips. Yeah, you won't be doing that on this motorcycle, at least comfortably and without your back hurting, until you drop a few grand on some upgrades on this motorcycle, okay? You do have a adjustable rear shock. That's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ergonomics on this stock bike, okay? Now, if you came to me and said, I plan on riding to Sturgis every year, doing 4, 5, 6 hour long, oh look, it's an RC air park. Dude, these things are so fucking cool. Anyway, I plan on doing, you know, some longer road trips throughout the months, right? You know, what do you recommend? I wouldn't tell you the Lowrider S. At a bare minimum, I would tell you the Lowrider ST. And specifically because it comes with that much bigger fairing. As you can see, I got none right here. And it also comes with bags, right? I got some Thrash and Supply essential bags. You're not bringing much with you, okay? But it does what it needs for me to do, because I'm not doing road trips and staying out of town, right? I might go on a road trip, but I'm coming back the same day. So I don't need all that much. I don't need luggage, none of that crazy shit. Let's go ahead and check the list again, my boy. Oh, what do your friends ride? You should take that into consideration. Do your buddies have motorcycles? If so, what are they riding? You know, I'm not talking about, oh, one's got an Indian, I can only get an Indian because my boy. No. If your boys are on wheelie machines, right, and you trying to fuck around with them, don't buy the Lowrider. If all your boys are riding 600 and 1,000 or a liter bikes and 600 super sports, you're not gonna keep up with this. Not in the corners, not in straight lines. I'm not saying be a dumbass on a sport bike. Hello, you know, that's just a thing, right? Take into consideration what your buddies are riding, man. I mean, shit. you don't want to pull up on, I don't know, because every bike has its own riding style. And if you're in the mountains, they're on sport bikes, and you're on a stock lowrider, they're going to constantly have to be waiting for you to catch up, okay? And that's going to push you to ride the bike a little too hard, more than what it should be capable of, and it just causes problems, right? And it's nice to ride with people that are in the kind of same realm as you, right? I don't know, it always mattered to me a little bit, right? Like if all the boys were riding fucking sport bikes, I don't want to have the 90 horsepower Harley. That is the list that I have come up with. It was short, I know. The reason why it's short is because, again, this bike really is amazing. I love it. Everybody that rides one loves them. There's just a few stipulations that people should consider before buying one, and I named my list, okay? The funds, I would say, is more factual based. Everything else, a little bit opinion based. But obviously, money's what rules the world, and it should affect your decisions. Don't make a mistake. But everything else, a little bit opinion based, but I did throw in one kind of fact in there. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. The next one dropping is who is the Lowrider S for? Okay, that was going to be a little bit more in depth, because I truly had to reach to find who should buy this bike, honestly. But yeah, thank you. See you on the next one.